For people who thought this All-Star break was going to include the dumping of Luke Walton as coach of the Lakers, think again. The Los Angeles Times is reporting that Walton will definitely finish the season. This comes as a great surprise to a lot of people like Anthony Kornheiser, who were certain Walton would be out by Monday. What does he know? And it's also a sign that the Lakers have to climb in a foxhole now with the people they have, players and coaches. Frank, what, if anything, does this tell us further about the state of the Lakers?
You know, Bill Plaschke in the LA Times wrote an interesting column today where he said, you know, stories have come out now that LeBron wants to become an NBA owner one day. And this was Jeanie Buss's way of telling him, guess what? You don't own the Lakers. Luke Walton is staying. Now, on the one hand, it saves LeBron because all weekend long, he would have heard questions about Luke Walton. You know, is your coach going to lose his job? But by the other token, Luke Walton right now, why is their record what it is? It's because LeBron James has missed 18 games because of that groin injury.
Absolutely.
So that's the record. Now, the dysfunction, to be fair, has been caused by this whole Anthony Davis saga, and that also is in some ways linked to LeBron James. So LeBron is a big part of this. But to me, the biggest thing about that record is the 18 games that LeBron James has missed.
Well, the 18 games he's missed, I mean, suppose... Just look at what we think their record would be based on the first 18 games.
Yeah.
The Lakers would be solidly in a playoff spot. But now, for me, the takeaway is, Frank, Luke Walton is a damn good coach, period. I'm not saying you can do with the Lakers right now, especially with LeBron injured, what was going on, what he did in Golden State, you know, further up north, the state, when Steve Kerr was away from the bench with his situation for a while, prolonged period. So, but I think Luke Walton is good enough to be coach here. Who is it that LeBron would want to bring in? And how can they afford to sort of start over when they are now in, 10th place behind Sacramento and the Clippers, two teams that hate them and would do anything to keep them out of the playoffs? Why would you need more dysfunction, more transition than with firing your coach? I wouldn't get that. I'm glad they made this decision.
Yeah, the guys that are available right now would be Tyronn Lue, Jason Kidd. Then you're hearing if they do something in the offseason, even Doc Rivers could be involved in the mix. When I look at the Lakers, though, it's interesting. You have Jeanie Buss and Luke Walton, Kurt Rambis works, there. Then you have Kobe Bryant, Rob Pelinka. Then you got Magic. And then you got, LeBron with Rich Paul. It seems to have, like a bit of a circus-like atmosphere. And let's face it, right now they're in 10th, like you mentioned, a game under 500. Can you imagine if LeBron and the Lakers don't make the playoffs as a 34-year-old?
No.
How much of a nightmare is that?
I can't imagine it, Frank, but I perhaps better get used to the idea. Although I still think they're going to make it. I still think they're going to wind up in 8th. But how about a 1-8 series Golden State Lakers to start the playoffs?
Yep.
Wow, talk about circus atmosphere.